I mean, we've only been together really, to be fair, 5 minutes. She came on board with me March of last year. She spent most of last year as an age grouper. We've done a lot of work. The athlete that she finished off last year to where she is now is like night and day. From the end of last year, her last race was at Weymouth, 70.3. If I remember rightly, she finished fifth on the pro field. So towards the end of last year, we got her pro licence back. But the athlete she is now, the work that she's done over the winter, has been phenomenal. When she was away on deck with me, we really worked hard on her swim. Although her run isn't, we're not biting into her run too much at the moment. There is a lot of significant changes with her run in terms of she's starting now to be able to run off a very hard bike. So the next progression would be to work a lot on her run. But for me, when I first see Chantelle, I just knew that she had another gear. And it's all about, from a coaching point of view, it's all about having the vision. She spent a week with me on like a trial basis, just so I could like kind of work out what kind of ability she actually had. And I knew within about 2 days, really, this is an athlete. If I can get her to the way of my thinking, buy into what I want her to do, her progression will accelerate. And that's exactly what's happened. Every athlete's got a quality, and that's why not everyone's a world champion and not everyone's an Olympic champion, but that doesn't mean there's not athletes out there that compete at the very best at that level, at the top level. So for me, Chantelle has got all the things in her locker to make that top level athlete. I've seen it a lot when I've been working around with Brett, how you need the vision really to look at that athlete at present and think, well, where can I get that athlete in 4 years' time? Where he or she, where are they going to be in 4 years? Chantelle, to be perfectly honest with you, she came out to Cyprus. Within 3 weeks, I'd got to her. And I wasn't anticipating it would happen that quickly, because she came on board with me. She was quite a challenging athlete, and I'm not saying she's not a challenge now, but she's seen the methods work for her. She bought into it very quickly, and that's why her progress this year has gone through the roof. The Sprit Series at the start of it wasn't an option, but then I always knew it was on the horizon, and when it did, I thought it was a fantastic opportunity to grow a developing athlete. And that's what this year was all about. It was about giving athletes that were in that transition period from elite age grouper or first stages of becoming a pro, that kind of next step. The Sprit Series for me presented a massive opportunity to develop Chantelle. Throughout the season, there were some really good athletes, and actually it surprised me the quality of the athletes that actually were racing, not necessarily in the Sprit Series, but in the races the Sprit Series was actually competing at. She's raced Daniela Reef twice, she's raced Emma Billen, she's raced Nina Derren, she's raced Zena, some really good like world-class names. And I just think like you couldn't really have wrote that experience for her. So for me, the Sprit Series, and for her to actually win the series was credit to her.